Monday, Kate. What else are we celebrating today?
Monday is National Bucket List Day.
Create or finish your bucket list? Okay.
Maybe even just start a bucket list going, what should I put on here? Or go through your bucket list and be like, I've done that. I can mark that off.
Do people do this by having like a bucket full of little slips in there? Does anyone ever do that, you think?
I don't think so. Isn't it called a bucket list because you're supposed to do these things before you kick the bucket?
Correct. But,
okay.
Oh, that's a better idea. You have a bucket that's somehow rigged so that when you kick it, it spits out a little like fortune cookie length thing that says, today you're skydiving or something.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I'm coming up with this product idea in real time here, Kate. Another free idea.
Another free idea.
Yeah, free product from Matt and Kate. Go ahead and take that one.
It's also Pigs in a Blanket Day, Matt.
Did you like that?
That's your little piggy noise?
Yeah, it was pretty good, don't you think?
Kind of sound like you're snickering.
I got just the right amount of nostril stuff happening.
Can you do the other pig noise?
Oh, I don't think that'd be nice to people for me to do that.
Can you oink?
Oh, I thought you were having me like squeal or wee or whatever it's called. Oink?
Oink.
I don't know. What's oink? Just
oink, 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 oink.
That's not what a pig sounds like, though. That's how humans that can't go sound like when they're trying to sound like a pig, right?
Okay.
Oink, oink, oink. Noi? Noi?
Well.
Noi? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
That was really good. You're welcome.
Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Yes,
do you
they're
like
good.
Pigs in a Blanket?
It's been a long, long time, but I remember this one from school. Pigs in a Blanket Day. Okay, yeah.
I like to make pigs in a blanket with crescent rolls at home. Kids eat that up.
How big of a pig do you put in there in a blanket?
Either a third of a hot dog.
A third of a hot dog. Okay.
Yeah, that way the crescent roll covers it all the way, you know?
Oh, there's no exposed dog in your pig in a blanket?
Right.
Oh, really? Fully encased?
Yeah.
It's more like a pig in a sleeping bag thing. Right?
Yeah, but if you've got I don't know. I think about where I don't want my toes out either. You can put your head out, but not your toes. So
yeah, sometimes I'm like, I guess I need to get my toes out of this blanket because now my toes are, you know what I mean? Trying to regulate temperature. Yeah. Toes in, toes out. What are we doing here?
I'm toes out.
All the time?
Most of the time. Okay. I don't make my bed the right way because I need to have my sheet untucked so I can get my foot out.
Okay.
Yeah.
People who've listened to the show from the get-go, by the way, know that you've evolved quite a bit in your sleeping.
I have evolved.
Yeah.
Yep. I used to sleep on top of the covers with just one blanket.
So that you wouldn't have to make it.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
I know. And every now and then I'm like, my bed was always made. And now it's like, ugh, such a slob.
Oh, yeah. Good. You've moved past that too?
Kind of.
Good for you. I think that's such a stupid thing for people to do. You know?
I don't know. It feels good when you walk in and your bed is made, though.
Yeah, good point. Wow.
Yep.
Pigs in a blanket. Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket. There we go.
They're a good time. Hey, Kate, what do you think about a scale that you step on and it doesn't tell you how much you weigh?
What?
Like a bathroom scale. You get on the scale.
Right.
And it doesn't tell you how much you weigh.
But why doesn't it tell you?
Because maybe you're not comfortable with how much you weigh.
Why are you getting on the scale?
Because you want to track how much you weigh without having to know about it.
How are you going to track how much you weigh if you don't look at how much you weigh?
Well, you're tracking what you weigh, but you don't have to know about it personally. You know what I mean?
No.
So you can have, there's a scale. The idea, instead of their weight, users can opt to see motivational messages or daily information such as step counts, air quality, and the weather. And the reason why you wouldn't want to, you don't want the scale to tell you how much you weigh every day, but it can sync to your app, right? And so you can have progress or have a loved one maybe check out your progress or a doctor or something like that.
That sounds terrible. Okay, maybe I get the doctor part. Maybe I get the part where you can have the information go to your medical team.
Right. Or you may want to track it throughout the week, but you don't want to see each day, oh man, I weigh that much. You don't want to be reminded each and every day of that. But maybe you want to be greeted by, you want to know about the weather, you know. Or a motivational message. You look nice today. Wouldn't that be nice to see instead of, oh, you weigh 600 pounds? You don't get it. You don't understand. You don't think this product makes any sense.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I think it's silly.
It's $100. It's from
Oh my gosh.
Withings or Withings?
$100?
Withings, Withings. How do you pronounce that name?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's a smart scale, so it talks to your phone.
Okay.
And then it also hides your weight from you. Hooray. No?
No.
Not going to get it. Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
No. What about you?
I
You don't weigh yourself.
Yes,
right?
I do once a week.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not too scary when I look at my weight, But for someone who does struggle, I could see it being helpful. All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Matt, how would you like to vacation in a can of baked beans?
Vacation in a can of baked beans. Oh, did they finally make Honey, I Shrunk the Kid come true?
Nope.
Putting a can of beans and float me across the Atlantic?
Nope.
No.
It's Bush's Baked Beans, and they have designed a camper to look like a can, so it's called a canper.
Oh, a canper.
Right?
That's difficult to say.
A canper.
A canper. A canper.
It's a silver can. It's got the Bush's Baked Beans logo on the side, and you can win a 3-day stay either in Big Bend National Park in Texas, Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, or Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. And if you think that this camper is decorated in all bean art, you are right. The bedspread looks like a bowl of baked beans. Who wouldn't want to snuggle under that?
Exactly. Like, what am I getting into? Am I climbing into a vat of bean to sleep?
It is high end, though. There's a flat screen TV, bathroom, breakfast, and dinner prepared by a chef. You probably are going to eat a lot of beans. But if you want to enter the contest, you can go to bushescanper.com and enter to win.
Bushescanper.com. Looking this up.
Bush's Canper.
Let's go camping. Bush's best. That looks great.
Do you see that bedspread?
Yes. That is fantastic. Nice.
And I love that above the headboard, it's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yes, it is. I was hoping that would be there for you mostly, because I knew you're an enthusiast.
Hoping the dog would be with them. Like, wouldn't that be great if Duke was laying on the bed? Like, come on, let's go camping.
Yes, that'd be great. Yeah, if the dog started speaking, that'd be awesome.
Right?
All right, dear listeners. So Kate and I have a regular time that we connect pretty much every day of the week, right, Kate? Monday through Friday, right? And so I try to connect with Kate. It's a proprietary technology we use to connect, so we have to keep it generic, right, Kate?
Right.
Sure. Okay.
But we're not connecting face to face. It's not like we're going to grab coffee or anything.
Right. It's a quick chat. And you were late recently. I wrote a note to talk about this. Time has elapsed. You were late and by 5 minutes, and I text and it's like, "Oh, you there?" And then 10 minutes passes. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, if Kate dies, what does that mean for the show? Do we need to? Do I need to go on hiatus?" But no, it turns out that you were chasing trash around your yard. Is that what it was?
Yeah, my yard and my neighbor's yard.
Because you know how I worry.
I know.
So that's why I think this must have been such a dramatic event. So.
I was on time for our meeting, but when I pulled into my driveway, my trash and my recycling dumpsters had blown over, and it was trash and recycling day, so I had to have it cleaned up before the trucks got there, and some of it was in my neighbor's yard. So
right.
And here's what would happen is if I knew I was going to be late, I would text you and say, "Hey, running a few minutes late." But when I pulled in my driveway, I didn't think to text you and be like, "Oh man, it's going to be a couple minutes." I just got out of my car and I started cleaning up.
Yeah.
And then I got into the house and I was like, "Whoops."
Okay.
And saw the text.
You didn't have to chase trash around. It was all pretty well settled down by that time?
No, it was blowing around my yard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to put a picture in the listener's head of you chasing various different items about your yard.
Right. And it wouldn't have been so bad if it was just my yard, but it was like, when you go to step on a piece of paper and as soon as you get like one step away, it blows a little bit further.
Right.
And it kept blowing into the neighbor's yard.
Right.
And the neighbor's, it was wet because it had rained and he had run his sprinklers. So it was wet. And then he had just mowed. So I had these great big footprints in their grass. I felt terrible about, but I felt better about getting the trash out of their yard versus my Bigfoot tracks. So.
Do you think they all saw you out there chasing trash around? Chad and Anna, Gene and Kim, Kevin and Valerie, Mark and Gail, and is that all of them? Did I miss one?
No.
Did I miss one?
I think you got them all.
Okay.
But it was just Mark and Gail's house.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because they are the ones closest to us. And I'm pretty sure everybody else works, except for Gene. He's retired, but...
So you think Gene saw you chasing trash around?
No, he's too far up the street. I think he would have missed it.
I like the idea with Gene and you're within eyesight of Gene's house and he's got his binoculars. He's one of those kind of retirees.
No, because we're side by side. I think if we were across the street, maybe, but we're all on the same side,
Yeah.
So people don't really see it unless they're like standing out in their driveway looking down the street.
New theory. Gene is he's retired, but he's a very talented computer hacker. And so he's hacked into all of your neighbors' ring cams and watches you that way.
That's an interesting theory.
Mm-hmm.
Gene is a retired mail carrier.
Okay.
And he fishes and he gardens a lot in the backyard.
He still has time to be a hacker.
A hacker.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, he does have a flip phone.
Awesome.
Does that help with your theory? That he wants to stay off the grid because he's a hacker?
He's putting on appearances. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there it is.
I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, this Gene Carroll. Oh, I can't wait to continue inventing things that aren't true about this guy. It's great. And we're never going to say his last name, so don't worry.
No. And he's a sweetheart. Great vegetables.
His wife, Kim, though, man, she's a pickle.
No! She's a sweetheart. They're all very, very nice.
Oh, I'm always so grateful when we get the opportunity to talk about your neighbors. It seems like it's been a while. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting choked up over here.
Matt, Jeopardy host Ken Jennings recently slammed a fan for correcting him.
Physically? Choke slam?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Online slam.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to read you the following question from Jeopardy, okay?
Oh, dear.
And this is, I don't know why they would slam Ken Jennings. He's not the one who writes the clues. But anyways, okay. I don't know what the category is. Ready?
Okay, well, I mean, I need to know if it's potpourri or something, don't I?
Rhyme time.
Okay.
It's rhyme time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Rice wine for the guy who rides a racehorse.
I don't know.
What is sake and jockey?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So a fan disputed the answer, saying sake and jockey are not rhyming words.
Sake and jockey.
The only reason I could say it's not rhyming words is, are we not pronouncing sake correctly? S-A-K-E?
That'd be my guess as to why they think that doesn't rhyme, that there's some kind of subtlety to the proper pronunciation of that.
Or
Sake,
is the viewer saying that they don't rhyme because they're not matching S-A-K-E versus J-O-C-K-E-Y?
No, rhyme doesn't count.
I know.
Like
so Ken Jennings replied, I am once again asking Americans to buy a dictionary.
There you go.
Ken Jennings like, no, dummy. They do rhyme. Get a dictionary.
Okay. Good to know, because my brain was starting to hurt.
But why would you come for the host on this show?
Well,
he's just the host.
We don't see all the behind-the-scenes people. You know, that's the noise that happens when they're typing questions or answers.
But, I mean, it's not Ken Jennings who writes the clues that, like, hey, Ken Jennings, you dummy. Like Pat Sajak, you're not going to be like, hey, Sajak, she gets an extra spin. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Wheel of Fortune as well.
Okay, if you were calling up, put yourself, like, okay, all right, Kate, you are now a person who writes into Jeopardy to complain about the word sake and jockey not rhyming.
Right. I think I'm going to blanket it as, hey, Jeopardy.
You might be somebody that thinks that it's Ken Jennings that comes up with all of them.
Somebody who thinks.
Yeah, who thinks it all.
Yes.
No, who thinks that it is Ken Jennings. Like that Ken Jennings guy, I tell you what, Especially, he's had some success on that show. Did you know that as a contestant?
He has.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done pretty well.
Yeah. Ken Jennings.
He's
good old K-Jen.
good old K-Jen.
Is that what we're calling him? Is that a nickname of his? Ken-Jen? K-Jen? Ken-Jen? Ken-Jen? Ken-Jen seems right. I don't know. I give up. Thanks, Kate.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Kate, an extra 10 minutes at dinner may help kids eat more healthy foods.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, first off, the time-honored advice of don't have the TV on when you eat is mentioned in this article as well.
Yeah.
And that when you're doing your deal there, you know, you've prepped your veggies and fruits, and cut them into smaller pieces. And that they found that when they put like all this food in front of these kids and the kids hang out an extra 10 minutes in the meal, at the end of the meal, they'll continue eating, but they're not going after the bad stuff. They go after the small bites of fruits and veggies. That extra 10 minutes, they're not quite fully full, but they're sitting there and like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and pop a little carrot here.
See, I try to do it restaurant style. I try to give them their salads first.
Yeah.
So that they have to eat their salad before they get the main part of the meal.
It doesn't mention like when the salad should be served. They're saying have a bunch of vegetables chopped up, bite size, hang out at the dinner table for an extra 10 minutes, and the kids will actually continue to eat some fruits and vegetables if you're simply looking to get more fruits and vegetables into them.
Gotcha.
Pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
The extra portion was about 100 grams. That's 2/3 of a cup.
Yeah, I try to fill them up on vegetables before the main meal so then I can at least go, well, we got their vegetables.
Okay.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. My kids are pretty good veggie eaters, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
You guys TV on family?
Most times, yeah.
Okay.
It's really helpful when we're preparing the food.
Yeah.
To either have music or the TV on.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever been tempted to just go and turn it off when you start eating, once you sit down?
We do sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your day.
Right.
Or have they already blabbed about it too much to you already and you're over it?
Well,
I get it already.
we do talk a lot in the car after school. I will say when it's the four of us, I would say 85% have the TV off.
Oh, that's pretty good.
If it's just the three of us, it's pretty much on.
Fair enough. Yeah. Monty needs to catch up.
Right.
Stop looking at cupcakes and dinos and pay attention to what I'm saying.
Right.
And tell me about your week. You caught any good episodes of Cupcakes and Dino recently, by the way, Kate?
No.
That falls under the something stupid category, dear listener.
Don't turn on anything stupid.
That's it. We need to have a whole list of different genres and how you describe them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's the stupid genre. That one is
inappropriate.
Moronic. I don't know. Yeah, inappropriate. Graphic, etc.
That one's you can only watch with mom and dad in the room. That one is tolerable. Yeah.
This one, you're really going to have to figure out the holes in our child-proofing of our content to get to.
Yes.
Kids are pretty good at sniffing that stuff out.
Kids are pretty good.
Yep. And they're good in general, too. Good point.
Matt, once again, I think I need to go to the eye doctor.
What'd you do? I see your eyes are intact, correct?
They are here.
Okay.
But I was doing some research for the show.
Thank you.
And in the past couple of years, we've seen like different stories about shortages, like egg shortage and what other
like chip shortage, right?
Yes, chip shortage,
part shortage.
So flights are going to go up this summer because there's a shortage in air traffic controllers. So I'm like, okay, there's another shortage coming up, and it says ride shortage. So I'm thinking, oh, I wonder what's going on with like Uber or Lyft that there's going to be a ride shortage, right?
Yeah.
So I keep reading, and the shortage is due to the ongoing war between Russia and the Ukraine, as well as weather issues in Pakistan and China. And I'm like, why would that affect the ride shortage?
Okay.
Like, I don't understand. The word is rice.
Rice
shortage. So I know that you're a big rice eater. So
yes.
There will be a rice shortage. Now, not to be confused with Uber and Lyft and ride shortages. But the shortage could be the worst in 20 years. of rice.
Rice, not
And
rice.
restaurants that feature a large amount of rice on their menu may be forced to raise prices. So just be prepared for your rice prices to go up and not your ride to not show up.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Now, if you're making rice at home, I'm sure it's still far and away one of the better, more affordable things you can cook and eat and get somewhat quality calories depending on which kind of rice you go for. I'm a brown rice guy. Where are you, Kate?
But I am a steamed rice person. I like white rice.
Okay. Well, I mean, I like them both, but at home I cook brown rice because it's healthy.
I know. Okay. So I've never made brown rice. At Chipotle, I get the white rice. Chinese food, I get the steamed rice versus the fried rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love my rice cooker. It's one of the best purchases I've ever made, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can hold rice for days. The timer goes up to 99. Once it gets to keep warm, the timer goes up to 99 hours.
Wow.
You might need to rehydrate it a little bit as time goes by, but it is smart. I recommend throwing, $100, $200 at a rice cooker, depending on the size you need for your family. Getting hungry. Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.
Did you consider getting an engagement bike instead of an engagement ring, Kate?
Absolutely not.
Is this an actual thing?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Okay, apparently it is a thing.
An engagement bike?
An engagement bike. So instead of spending $1,000, $2,000, however many thousands of dollars on an engagement ring, get me a fun bicycle instead. I'm not kidding. This article has multiple anecdotes of people giving engagement bikes. It doesn't say that 15% of people go for a bike. And no, you don't wear the bike on your finger, if you were wondering.
No.
You ride it around.
How do you know your bike is going to last that long?
How do you know your marriage is going to last that long?
Well, not your marriage, but the ring will always last.
Until you lose it in an oil field, Monty.
True.
Right?
That's not a engagement ring,
Busted,
though. That was a wedding ring that was way cheaper than my engagement ring.
Oh.
Way cheaper.
That'd be something if he lost your ring in an oil field or whatever.
He did pick out my stone in the oil field, but he lost his wedding. That wasn't to sound really snotty, like my ring is so expensive. That was to make it sound like I did not spend very much on his wedding ring.
Oh, I see.
When I was like, way more.
Because you knew he was going to trash it or lose it or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
What would you guess the percent of brides who had an engagement ring?
70%.
It's 85.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you if I think that's a high or low or about right number, really. But I do dig the idea of don't spend a bunch of money on an engagement ring. Get me a bicycle or something else instead.
See, I think don't spend a lot of money on my engagement ring. Let's put it towards the wedding or the house or starting our life together. But if you're just going to make an elaborate purchase anyways, I don't know. When you say bike, I picture a Harley or something
No, engagement bicycle.
That is nuts to me. It's not even on my radar.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I was like, Kate, is this something you've heard of at all?
No.
So they did find that people that spend a ton of money on the wedding itself, including the ring or whatever, the more money couples spent, the likelier their marriage was to end.
Whoa.
For women married since 2008, weddings that cost more than $20,000 were 3.5 times more likely to end in divorce compared to those that cost between $5,000 and $10,000. Similarly, men who spent between $2,000 and $4,000 on engagement rings were 1.3 times more likely to divorce than those who spent between $500 and $2,000.
Okay, I feel like I'm beating the odds here, Matt.
You're in extra innings or overtime, whatever the hell it's called.
I'm in extra. Well, November will be our 15 years, but all the things that you say that are leading to divorce, I think we're checking those boxes.
Uh-oh.
And happy as ever.
Oh, I can't wait until when? Did you say November?
November.
So that is a reminder to stay with us, dear listener, until November, and we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Kate's marriage going into the toilet. Can't wait. It's going to be so great for the show if you guys get divorced and we talk about it a bunch.
Oh, my gosh. That would be, I don't know, Matt. I think it would be like Debbie Downer every morning.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it would be light and happy and sunshine and rainbows.
There'd be some people who are really into it. There'd be some people who would listen to, keep going. No, what are you doing playing a song? More divorce talk. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Generally speaking, I don't know if people want to
Yeah.
hear your divorce or hear your marriage end in real time on the show?
Yeah. Good news.
Okay.
It's not gonna.
Okay.
You know why?
Yes.
Divorce is expensive.
Oh, I see. There you go.
And because I love him and he loves me. But
Aww.
yeah,
But
he's the best.
wah wah for me and the listener
Yep. Sorry, guys.
for missing that compelling future content.
Matt, just for the pun of it.
Oh, just for the fun of it. Oh, I love when we do these. Kate's going to give us the setup to a joke. And then you and I, dear listener, as always, never stumbling and sounding like a complete fool, will correctly guess the punchline, right, Kate?
Yes.
All right, just for the fun of it.
Okay. What is the best way to learn about a computer?
What is the best way to learn about a computer? Using a computer to search the internet, but that's not very funny.
No, that's not the pun.
Okay, I give up.
That fast?
Okay.
I mean, you're my computer guy. You're my techie guy. I figured you'd be like thinking it through, but that's okay.
Hold on. No. Okay. Give me another shot. Give me another shot.
What is the best way to learn about a computer?
The best way to learn about a computer. So we're searching the internet. It's computer-oriented, maybe. I don't know. My brain isn't functioning.
Okay.
I give up.
Ready?
Yes.
What is the best way to learn about a computer? Bit by bit.
Bit by bit. Yeah.
Yep.
No way. No chance.
Okay.
But it is funnier than search the internet and find out that way. That's for sure.
You know, when you go through and you're like, could it be this? Could it be that? Could it be this? Could it be that?
Mhm.
Have I said the right thing? Like, I figured you would have gone off like, okay, bytes and motherboards, and I'm trying to, like, all the things of a computer, and I'd be like, no,
You're doing great. Yeah, we should
No,
switch this around.
I'm out.
Okay. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Good job, Kate.
Thanks.
You're welcome.